Hey folks, John here. Oh man, it's been a couple of days that I've not done any videos. I've been down with a worst case of sciatic nerve, and I've been trying to handle that. As a matter of fact, as I'm talking to you guys right now, I'm really high off some really heavy dose of painkiller. But I think that we need to keep talking about the dire situation of America. How you guys doing, folks? Before we do get started, you guys know who this is. They call me John, and it's always an honor to have you to stop by and check out what we have to say. Today, I want to talk about Mr. Donald Trump's careless, rambling, and continuous cognitive failure issues. I know that some people would not like this, but we got to talk about this. Folks, a couple of hours ago, there is a video that showed up and popped up on my feed, and it is this video of Donald Trump bragging about what he's doing to Washington, D.C. And I find it disturbing that this 80-year-old grandpa who still poops on his pants thinks that he always has to be the center of the conversation. Like everything has to be about Donald Trump. Have you noticed that whenever this man tries to talk in front of the camera, he always tries to make things about himself? Now, I don't know how these MAGA trolls are taking this, but I would say this: because you are in a cult, we will understand that you would just say, "Oh, hail the king." But it needs to be known that we need to say this, that narcissism is actually a situation that never ends well. Now, folks, if you've not been following what has been going on in the country's capital, Mr. Donald Trump created a fake situation, a fake emergency. One of his other tactics of actually derailing and distracting the American people from actually talking about the Epstein Files. Now, we all know that he has been doing everything that he has in his books to try to turn the American people away from these Epstein Files situation. But the more this man pushes and the more he tries to derail the American people from actually asking about the release of these Epstein Files, the more we keep focusing on it, and we will keep focusing on that. So this man actually has militarized Washington, D.C., and we have seen videos after videos popping on social media of how the residents in Washington, D.C. are following these people that Mr. Donald Trump has put out on the streets to just burn money and just make the situation look like we are in Somalia. Now, I don't know about you, but Donald J. Trump has this attitude of always creating a false alarm and then act as if that false alarm is reality. He has done that in California, and he found that Mr. Governor Gavin Newsom, wasn't going to let it go like that. Now, he's brought it to Washington, D.C. And what I want to talk about today is a video that this man was caught bragging. He was talking to the law enforcement force, and rather than focusing on exactly the dire situation and the damage that he's done to the people in Washington, D.C., this man just went rambling and talking about things that are unnecessary. He started talking about grass. He started talking about parks, as if that was why he was gathering everybody to talk about. I'm not going to say too much. I want us to watch this video, then I will give you my take.
And they're all coming in, and people are now coming in. They're making reservations to come in. They want to be in Washington, D.C. One of the things we're going to be redoing is your parks. I'm very good at grass because I have a lot of golf courses all over the place. I know more about grass than any human being, I think, anywhere in the world. And we're going to be regrassing all of your parks, all brand new sprinkler systems, the best that you can buy, just like Augusta. No, it'll look like Augusta. It'll look like, more importantly, Trump National Golf Club. That's even better. But we're going to have all brand new, beautiful grass. You know, like everything else, grass has a life. Do you know that? Grass has a life. You know, we have a life and grass has a life. And the grass here died about 40 years ago. So we're going to be rebuilding all of your parks, and it's going to happen fast. It's going to go up like a miracle. So,
well, folks, Donnie always claims to know better than any person on earth. And I don't know how much we, the American people that do not like this orange mess of a caricature in the White House and all his nonsense that he keeps spewing, But for this man to think that, he always has to claim to be the best. It's like, it gets redundant, folks. I don't know about you, but there's this repulsive thing that I feel in me whenever I hear this man make certain speech and just try to claim that he is the best at everything. Now, the question I want to ask this man and his base is, if you are the best at everything, as you're smarter as everything like you claim, why do you keep having people, or the schools you went to, why do you keep threatening them not to release your academic report, your report card, so that the world can see? Why does this man think that he always has to be the center of focus? This is a question I want to ask to the MAGA fans, those who actually kiss up to this man's ass and whatever he says. What has the military nature of the militarization of the streets in Washington, D.C. got to do with parks? What has anything that the country is going through right now has to do with you being the best person to regrass the parks in America? Like, everything is going sour for the middle class in America, and all this man wants to brag about is how he is the best. He has golf courses, or he knows more about grass or earth than any person, and so on and so forth. Does this old man think that we are stupid in America? I know it might sound like I'm just rambling, but folks, I want you to leave a comment. Is this man actually mentally okay? Do you think that Donald J. Trump is mentally okay up here? I want you to leave a comment, okay? And you guys stay blessed. But guess what? This world is complicated, and we will keep talking about it. And welcome back once again.